Hello again, it's the Emperor Nosh, and we're back again on the AniChart.net website to take a look at the next upcoming anime season. In this case, the Spring 2023 anime season. We're not gonna wait any longer, we're just gonna get right on into it. So let's begin. Starting off, we have the Demon Slayer next season, the adaptation of the Swordsmith Village arc. It looks like I don't know much about it because I am, an anime-only watcher. But from what it looks like, we're gonna see a couple of the Hashira in action. So that's all I can see. Oh, it does mention here that it will have a runtime of an hour for the first episode, which is a nice thing to see. But other than that, you watched previous seasons of Demon Slayer, odds are you'll probably check this one out too, just as I have. Let's move on. We have Dr. Stone, the sequel, the third season. Enough said. It's again similar situation. If you watch the previous seasons, you're more than likely to watch this one. Dr. Stone's been a lot of fun to watch. Just seeing them progress and everything in the world. So we'll see how that goes. We're probably going to be traveling to a new land at this point, right? All right, moving on. Alright, here we go. For our first new one. We got Jigokuraku, which translates to Hell's Paradise, according to this. Okay. So it's by MAPPA Studios, which is obviously it's very good studio. So that means this anime might be really good. Action adventure. And let's see what the synopsis is, because I'm not sure I can judge anything from this image alone. Alright, the Edo period is nearing its end. Gabimaru, a shinobi formerly known as the strongest in Iwagakure, who is now a death row convict, is told that he will be acquitted and set free if he can bring back the elixir of life from an island that is rumored to be the Buddhist Pure Land Sukhavati. In hopes of reuniting with his beloved wife, Gabimaru heads to the island, along with the executioner, Yamada Asaimon Sagiri. Upon arriving there, they encounter other death row convicts in search of the elixir of life, as well as a host of unknown creatures, eerie man-made statues, and the hermits who rule the island. Can Gabimaru find the elixir of life on this mysterious island and make it back home alive? I mean, I'm not sure what to think about it. It seems kind of like an old style, maybe samurai type thing, maybe? That's all I can see from it. Probably have to check out the trailer for a bigger idea. And see if it would be interesting to watch. It says MAPPA on it, so that means the animation's probably going to be, maybe the animation or art quality is going to be pretty stellar, So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Alright, next up, we have Oshi no Ko. I've been hearing about this one a lot all over the internet in regards to the anime community. There's a lot of people looking forward to it, and it looks very interesting art style wise, if that's the one they're going with. We got Studio Doga Kobo. I don't think I spelled that right. Said that right, I mean. Dogai Kobo. I've heard it many different ways. But I've heard that studio is really good for this kind of thing, so let's see. Drama mystery. But let's take a look at the synopsis. When a pregnant young starlet appears in Goro Amiya's countryside medical clinic, the doctor takes it upon himself to safely and secretly deliver Ai Hoshino's child so she can make a scandal-free return to the stage. But no good deed goes unpunished, and on the eve of her delivery, he finds himself slain at the hands of Ai's deluded stalker? Ai's deluded stalker. And subsequently reborn as Ai's child, Aquamarine Hoshino. The glitz and glamour of showbiz hide the dark underbelly of the entertainment industry, threatening to dull the shine of his favorite star. Can he help his new mother rise to the top of the charts? And what will he do when the unthinkable disaster strikes? I'm so, huh. So wait, I'm not sure I understand it. I'm guessing it sounds like her child gets slain and essentially reborn. And I don't know. I was already planning on watching this one anyway, so nothing to say here. It seems it's gonna be very interesting. The art style is very interesting, and I'm hearing good things about it. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, no, this one was coming. We have the spin-off for Konosuba, aka Konosubarashi Sekai ni Bakuen wo, which is it's Konosuba, an explosion on this wonderful world. Yeah, it's the Megumin spin-off. So enough said. Studio Drive, I'm not sure I know much about them. Adventure comedy, nice. We know that. That's standard Konosuba. But let's go ahead and take a look at the synopsis. This feisty young wizard will stop at nothing to master the spell that saved her life. Explosion! Megumin, the greatest genius the Crimson Magic Clan, has chosen to devote her studies to the powerful offensive magic used by a mysterious savior. Then one day her little sister finds a black cat in the woods. But this cat isn't just a new furry friend. She's the key to awakening a dark god. I don't know if this is like kind of like a side story to the main overarching Konosuba story, or if this is just its own little spin-off thing. Probably another thing I'd have to watch the trailer to find out and see how that goes. But I'm definitely watching it. It's, you know, anything Konosuba. Megumin's a fun character. Gotta love explosions. Yep, so enough said. We'll go on and move on. Ah, yes. Tonikaku Kawaii Season 2. Yes, another one I've been looking forward to. It's very wholesome, very adorable, just romance, comedy romance anime. Enough said. I don't have much to say about it. I really enjoy this wholesome style romance. It's fun. It's great. If you've watched the previous season, you're probably gonna watch it. Same exact deal. So let's move on. All right, another new one, Marshall. I've been also hearing things about this one. Yes. Also been hearing things about this one. Action comedy? Oh, it's a comedy. I didn't know it was a comedy. I thought it was going to be like more of a shonen type. Just from like images I've seen. A1 Pictures. Not sure how that's going to spell. A1's been having to delay anime as of lately, haven't they? We'll see how that goes. But not much that can be said from this picture, but let's take a look at the synopsis. This is a world of magic, which already a forefront for me. I love magic anime. This is a world in which magic is casually used by everyone. In a deep, dark forest in this world of magic, there is a boy who is single-mindedly working out. His name is Mash Burndead? He has a secret. He can't use magic. All he wanted was to live a quiet life with his family. People suddenly started trying to kill him one day. And he somehow finds himself enrolled in magic school. There he sets his sights on becoming a divine visionary. The elite of the elite. Will his ripped muscles work against the best and brightest of the wizarding world? The curtain rises on this off-kilter magical fantasy, in which the power of being Jack crushes any spell. So it has a kind of like similar premise to how Black Clover worked. You know, don't have any magic or anything, except he's using his muscles, which, you know, kind of happened for the most part in Black Clover. Obviously, you can't compare these two. They're probably run very differently, but I think I'll give this a go because it sounds like it could be fun to see how he uses his muscles to fight off magic. All right, well, let's move on. So this is just a picture of a telescope, I guess. Not even a picture of anybody. This is a romance slice of life. Kimi wa Hokago Insomnia. Okay, so it translates to Insomniacs After School. Okay. Don't have any idea what this is about, so let's take a look at the synopsis. Ganta Nakami is a high school student who suffers from insomnia. One day he meets Isaki Magari, a girl with the same condition. A strange but special relationship forms as they share a secret and catch up on their sleep in the school's abandoned observatory. I don't know. I mean, on the surface, it doesn't sound very amusing. I'll probably have to look at the trailer to see, to have a more basic idea of what's going to happen here. I don't know, this doesn't sound like something that's going to be full episode either. It sounds like it's going to be just like, you know, one of those small shorts or something. But maybe it's not. I just don't know how that synopsis keeps up to keep people attention, you know? Keep the attention of people. So, we'll take a look at that. Let's see how that goes. Next, we have Yamada-kun to level 999 no koi wo suru Madhouse. That's a good thing to see. Madhouse. I think it's like My Love Story to Yamada-kun at level 999. I don't know, but Studio Madhouse, which means it's probably gonna look pretty good, Comedy drama. Okay. It's not a rom-com, but it's a drom-com. Alright, let's see what the synopsis says. Recently dumped, Akane is just about to quit the game she used to play with her boyfriend when she meets Yamada in the same RPG. Yamada in real life turns out to be somewhat of a legend. The only problem is, he's only interested in the game. As Akane's feelings grow, will Yamada's focus stay on the game? So the girl is interested in him, but he only is interested in the game. I think he has his priorities in order. No, I'm just kidding. We'll see how this goes. It does have, I feel like it's more rom-comish than it leads out to be. I don't know why the drama tag seems kind of out of place, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. Maybe the trailer will prove me wrong even. To see why there's a drama tag. Alright, moving on. Oh yeah, here we go. One that we didn't expect to get. We got Into Another World with My Smartphone, season 2. Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect to get a second season of this. Was it fun? Yeah, it was fun. I mean, it's just literally a guy with a bunch of girls in his harem, you know, just has a smartphone that lets him essentially do whatever. Will I be watching? Yeah, I'll probably watch. Yeah, when I watch the first one. I'm curious to see what they're going to do going forward. It's JC Staff. We all know about JC Staff probably by this point. They've done quite a bit. They probably did the first season too, I'm guessing. Actually, it was Production Read. The JC Staff took it over. Okay. Cool. Well, we'll see how that goes. Not a synopsis or anything. I'll have to take a look at the trailer to see where we're headed. He's probably just going to add more girls to his harem. That's pretty much the basic feeling I see. Next up, Mahotsukai no Yome Season 2. Which is the Ancient Magus Bride. I feel like it's been a while since I've heard the Ancient Magus Bride. Ah man, Ancient Magus Bride, what I remember is the openings were really good. For sure. I did enjoy the watch as well. There were some parts where it was a little bit more difficult to get through, but I got into it. So, Drama Fantasy and Studio Kafka. I feel like that name's starting to ring a bell a little bit more. Okay, the second season of Ancient Magus Bride, Shisei was able to accept Elias and herself, if not necessarily everything about her situation. After Cartiphilus fell back into a slumber that would not last forever, Shisei was able to go back to a regular life. Then she receives an invitation from a mutual aid organization for mages called the College. They're literally called the College. Under the British Library exists a secret society of mages. Encounters and interactions with people are about to open some new doors. This is a story about saving yourself to save another. Episode 1 of the season 2 premiered in a preview screening. Oh, okay. It's been a while. I might have to rewatch this first. I don't think I'll be able to though. Might have to do a catch up. I also have to check if there was something before this that I missed, because I know there were some OVAs at one point I didn't watch. But I definitely probably will give this a go. I've already watched the first season back then. Hopefully, some really good openings again this time, because we had some good ones last time. All right, let's move on. Oh, here's a long light novel title. I'm not gonna try, which is I got a cheat skill in another world and became unrivaled in that world too, or something like that. That's what it's. I think that's what it says. Millipensi Studio. I don't recall ever hearing that one until now. Action adventure. I already looked, and I know that I've already looked before, and I know that the main character of this one is the VA for Kirito, obviously from Sword Online. You know, he gets around everywhere. I wasn't gonna try to pronounce his name, obviously, because it's beyond me to pronounce Japanese for the most part. So I didn't even try with this name. But let's go ahead and check out the synopsis here. A mysterious door stands open, inviting a boy who's been brutally bullied all of his life to take a courageous step forward into the unknown. On the other side, he finds a horde of priceless artifacts and a world filled with magic, as is with monsters. Most shocking revelation, however, is that he can bring whatever he wants back with him when he returns to Earth. It won't be long before his double life changes him forever. Is this a constant thing is the question. Can he like keep going back and forth? Because we just had something like that recently too. The 80,000 gold one where she could travel back and forth. So I wonder if that's how it's gonna work. I'm not sure. I want to check out the trailer for this one for sure to see kind of if I get a better idea. A lot of these probably need to. The synopsis doesn't tell you overall like what to expect. So yeah. I like my isekai, so of course I'm gonna keep watching more isekai that come out. Let's go ahead and move on. Oh, wow, this is an interesting image. Production IG, okay. Tengoku Daimyo. I guess it's Heavenly Delusion. Adventure Mystery. Oh, mystery, okay. The synopsis, as stated, within the safety of the walls, youths are raised in a nursery-style setting by robots. While life there may appear stale on the surface, the children are full of potential and curiosity. In many ways, it is like a slice of heaven. The outside world is a hellscape. It is almost entirely void of anything mechanical and is now inhabited by bizarre yet powerful supernatural beings. Maru, with the aid of Kiruko, is out there crisscrossing what was once Tokyo for heaven. But after searching for so long, maybe heaven is more of an untenable dream than a potential reality. I'm not sure what to think. Another one I have to watch the trailer for, right? To get a more basic idea, because right now, I don't know. Even this picture is kind of very mysterious. Hence the mystery tag, I guess, right? So we'll see if I'm interested in watching it or not. Because at the moment, not really. But maybe the trailer will catch my attention. Alright, we have Boku no Kokoro no Yabai Yatsu Shin-e animation. Oh, this one's The Dangers in My Heart. I feel like I've seen that one going around as well. Comedy romance. Okay, we got another rom-com. That's good. I've been enjoying my rom-coms these last few seasons. We had, for this one, we had the Angel Next Door Spoils Me run, which I enjoyed. Alright, let's see. Let's take a look at the synopsis for this. Fascinated by murder and all things macabre. Okay. We're starting strong, aren't we? Kiyotaro daydreams of acting out his twisted fantasies on his unsuspecting classmates. Bro. But an encounter with Ana Yamada, the gorgeous class idol, lights a spark in the darkness of his heart. It's a classic tale of an antisocial boy falling for a popular girl, but neither are who they appear to be at first glance. Will Kiyotaro and Ana defy their expectations on each other and of themselves? You know, that actually does sound kind of interesting. Definitely so. For a romantic comedy, that sounds very fascinating. And also kind of Yeah, questionable. Yeah, I think I'll give this a watch. I've been enjoying rom-coms, and this sounds like a very nice spin on it, where we don't know what's gonna happen. There's some darkness here. Moving on. Alright, we have Otanari and Ni Ginga from Asahi Production, which is a Galaxy Next Door. Yeah, I don't know much about Asahi Production. It's another rom-com though. Ever since their father died, Ichiru Kuga has struggled to support his two younger siblings on nothing but a small inheritance and his passion for drawing manga. But it's become hard to keep up with his growing responsibilities and deadlines, especially after his last two assistants quit to follow their dreams. Just as he is nearing his breaking point, the beautiful and scarily competent Shiori Goshiki applies to become his new assistant. But there's something about almost otherworldly about Goshiki, and soon Kuga finds his reality turned upside down when she suddenly declares them engaged to marry. Wow. She went quick. Like, oh no, we're married. Like, okay. I probably want to check out the trailer for this first, but it sounds like it could be cool. I would want to give this a couple episodes to see where it goes. Especially with that last part when he's just like, oh yeah, we're married now. That's what she said. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Now we have My Home Hero. Tezuka Productions. Okay. A lot of different studios this time, not just like one singular one. Alright, action, drama, thriller. Oh, there's a thriller tag here. This picture doesn't give me much of an idea. It's kind of interesting though. Like, it's kind of like only he's on the light and dark side, maybe? He's on both? Because, you know, like, it's kind of like symbolic? Maybe I'm wrong. Synopsis. Tetsuo Tosu, an ordinary salaryman, discovers his daughter Reika has been physically abused by her boyfriend Matori Nobuto. Wow, that's starting strong too. Trying to learn more about him, Tetsuo uncovers Matori's scheme to extort money from Reika's wealthy grandparents, and finds out that he is a member of a crime syndicate. He's a member of a crime syndicate, okay. Matori is a member of a crime syndicate with a history of murdering his former girlfriends. Oh. Filled with rage and fear at the thought of Reika being in danger, Tetsuo ends up killing Nobuto. And with the help of his wife, Kasen. Yeah, okay. Tetsuo ends up killing Nobuto, and with the help of his wife, Kasen, successfully disposes of the body. Now as the members of the syndicate begin to question Nobuto's sudden disappearance, Tetsuo and Kasen must work together to ensure the safety of their daughter and prevent her from getting involved in the predicament any further. Okay. That's not what I expected at all when I saw My Home Hero as the title. Okay. I'm actually fascinated. Fascinated to see where this goes and what's going to happen as a result of the killing to protect his daughter. I'm guessing, considering the title is called My Home Hero, they're gonna have to protect the family from the crime syndicate, right? So seems like it should be very interesting. I want to definitely take a look at the trailer on this one as well. I kind of want to do that for all of these, but let's move on. Oh yes, this one, Kuma 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 Bear Punch, the EK Season 2, or Kuma 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 Bear, which the last air one happened in fall 2020, so it's been 3 years, huh? Give or take 3 years. Adventure comedy. I know it was very fun. She's just in, the main character is in like a bear outfit. It's kind of like a game world she's got pushed into. And the bear outfit has some very OP powers. It's kind of funny. It's pretty adorable too. So, enough said. If you watched the last one and you found it enjoyable to you, then you'll probably enjoy this one as well. Let's just go ahead and move on to the next one. Alright, skip to Loafer. PA Works. We know PA Works. And generally they've done some pretty good stuff, and this is a rom-com. BA works doing a rom-com. I think this will end up being good, just from the surface. Obviously the picture doesn't tell me much about art style wise, but let's see what the synopsis says. Excellent student Iwakura Mitsumi has always dreamt about leaving her small town, going to prestigious university, and making positive change in the world. But she's so focused on reaching her goals that she's not prepared for the very different and overwhelming city life that awaits her in Tokyo High School. Luckily, she makes fast friends with Shima Sosuke, a handsome classmate who's as laid back as she is overprepared. Can this naive country girl make it big in Tokyo with Sosuke by her side? So we're gonna have the combination of a handsome but laid back classmate with an overprepared country girl. Okay. That sounds like it could be a very interesting romantic comedy situation. And I kind of want to watch it because rom-coms have been pretty good as of lately for anime-wise, So let's give it a go. Next, Eden Zero Season 2. Oh, I've been waiting for that. I've been waiting after finishing the last one. JC Staff, I'm pretty sure they did that last time too, right? Yes, I was correct. It was JC Staff for the first season as well. So we'll just be continuing the same style. Same creator as Fairy Tail, So if you watch the first season, you probably want to watch the second, continue the story, because there's still some things that need to be wrapped up, obviously. I'm not sure we'll wrap them up, but we'll see what happens. Alright. Kanojo ga koshaku te ni itariu. Typhoon Graphics. Okay, that's a weird name. I don't recognize it. Why Raeliana ended up at the Duke's mansion or something? That's whatever the translation they have on there. Comedy fantasy. Okay. Is this going to be another romantic comedy style, or is it just going to be... After a mysterious death, Park Yunha enters the world of a novel. Oh. She is revived as a minor character, Raeliana McMillan, who is to be poisoned to death by her own betrothed. In order to break up with her dangerous fiancé, she offers a surreptitious deal to the male protagonist of the novel, Noah Windknight, but winds up romantically with other men that are not part of the plan. Noah Windknight, of inescapable but suspicious charm, honest Justin Shamal, who loves only one person, or Adam Taylor, for whom you have a soft spot for no reason whenever you see him. Will Raeliana successfully get out of this crisis and create a new ending for herself? Who will be the one that will join Raeliana in her new ending? Okay, so it's kind of like a version of a Otome game, except she just gets put into a novel and she has to choose a path. Not sure how that's gonna go. We've had our share of like Otome style in the last one, so it'd be worth checking out, see how interesting it will go. I'm not convinced yet, so just by this alone, I'm not sure if it will keep my interest or not for a while, but it never hurts to check it out, right? Moving on. Another isekai. Isekai Shoken wa ni dome desu. Studio L.A. Oh yeah, this is the one. Summoned to another world again. Venture comedy. So just from the title alone, it sounds like, summoned again to the same world maybe? After already being summoned there once before? There was once a hero who was summoned to another world, and he saved that world. However, that man was caught in a trap and was forcibly returned to his original world. On top of that, he had to start over, as a baby. This is the story of a crazy journey in another world, where a former hero who is reincarnated into a slightly gloomy high school student is resummoned back to that same world. There's a lot of room to work with when it's the second time, huh? Yeah, it's a definite, I've heard about this one before, definite a little bit more of a spin on the isekai genre. When you've already saved another world and then get forcefully returned to your original world, but this time you start over again. Have to see how that goes, see how it is. I'm always into isekai, so it's I always like to give it a shot regardless. We'll see how it goes. Moving on. Dead Mount Death Play from Geek Toys. Yeah, that's a studio I've been seeing around too. Action fantasy. It's a showdown for the ages as the legendary hero takes on the corpse god Necromancer. But when the dust settles, something isn't quite right. In the final moments of their epic confrontation, the corpse god's final gambit shot was wholly unexpected. Reincarnation magic? Across space and time, a boy named Poka, Shinoyama awakens feeling not quite himself. Who could have expected that the climactic battle between good and evil would turn out like this? I don't know. The picture has a very interesting style to its art, but I don't know. It's action fantasy. I might need to get a better idea with the trailer, and we'll see how that goes. Continuing onward. There's quite a few. Not as many as this last season, but quite a few. Alright, we got Yusha Ga Shinda. Which is the legendary hero is dead. Okay. Action adventure from Leiden Films. Okay, I've been hearing people say some good stuff about that one. They've probably done some good stuff. I've heard it. I've seen it around. Far to the north of the world lies Hell's Gate, a portal formerly used by the Demon Lord to invade the human realm. Thanks to the legendary hero, Shion Blade Arts, wielder of Excalibur, and his loyal band of companions, the gate was sealed off, and the demonic threat was vanquished. Unfortunately, the seal was incomplete, and has begun to weaken, allowing the demons to once again begin their attack. Worried about the safety of his village, selfish and perverted farmer. Oh no, farmers. Toka Scott digs pitfalls to defend against the demons. But fear not, for Shion is on his way to reseal Hell's Gate and save humanity. Or at least he was, because the legendary hero is dead, having fallen into one of the pitfalls Toka dug. Luckily, dealing with the dead is the specialty of a necromancer, Henri Hainsworth. While she can't revive him, Henri can at least salvage their quest by forcing Toka's soul into Shion's rotting body, and dragging him along to Hell's Gate in Shion's place. Not wanting to be left behind, Toka's childhood friend Eunice tags along. Together, the three of them set out as what just might be the most unsuitable party to ever try to save the world. Okay, you had me there whenever you said he got killed because of a pitfall trap by the farmer. That sounds actually really hilarious. So now they just formed some kind of ragtag party to like seal it because the hero got killed by a pitfall. Okay, I'm interested to see how this goes. Art style looks kind of strange, if that's what they're going for. But yeah, I'm interested. Let's see where this goes and how this works out. Moving on. All right. Watashi no Yuri wa Oshigoto desu. Oh, it's a Passion Studio Links. It looks like a combination. It translates to Yuri is my job. Okay. Yeah, I think I've seen this one. This is definitely a Yuri anime. And of course, it doesn't hurt to check it out. It's a rom-com Yuri anime, so that's good. That's pretty standard. But let's go ahead and take a look. Hime gets roped into working at a weird cafe, where the waitresses pretend to be students at an all-girl boarding school. She's strangely taken with her partner, Mitsuki, who's so kind to her in the front of the customers. There's just one problem. Mitsuki really can't stand her. Oh. Is this not a Yuri? I thought it was. Maybe it is, and that this is just misleading. Maybe I need to look at the trailer, and we'll find out. But still, rom-com, and title like that, gotta give it a go. Alright, another title I will try not to pronounce, but I do see Isekai. Gecko Studio. My one-hit kill sister. Okay. Comedy fantasy. Alright. It wasn't me who was the strongest in another world, but my sister. As a result of an accident in the real world, Asahi Ukusaba is transported to another world. Tries to enjoy the different world he imagined, but his abilities prove to be the weakest. Just as he is about to be attacked by a vicious monster, Asahi's doting elder sister, Mayu, comes into his rescue and saves him. Chasing after Asahi's love, Mayu too ended up in the same world as him, with the strongest of the abilities and cheat skills. The fantasy tale of the strongest elder sister with a brother complex, and the younger brother with the weakest skills begins. That reminds me of that one where he gets transported with his mom, and the mom seems to be stronger than him. Kind of has a similar feel, except this time it's a sister. Though I'm not sure on the concept or the art style. I'll give it one to 3 episodes, usually 3. See how it goes. See if it's funny. It is a comedy fantasy, so it could be the comedy is the thing that could be running for it, and we'll go from there. Megami no Cafe Terrace, Tezuka Productions. Cafe Terrace and its goddesses. Ecchi comedy. I wasn't expecting the ecchi tag on this one. I've been seeing it going around, but I didn't know they had an ecchi tag on it. Hayato Kasukabe has been accepted to Tokyo University on his first try. Receiving news of his grandmother's death, he returns to his childhood home, Cafe Terrace Familia, for the first time in 3 years, to find the 5 strange girls there who claim to be Grandma's family. Hayato's unexpected life in the seaside town with these 5 girls of fate begins here. Okay. Well, with that ecchi tag, that points out some very interesting positions here. But I also just feel like the ecchi is just gonna be like at the forefront, so it may not end up being as good as hoped and expected. But we can see where it goes from here. With a couple episodes or so and see where it goes. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, Tensei Kizoku no Isekai. Yep, Isekai. Bokken Roku Jicho wo Shiranai. Gamigami no Shito. Magic Bus and EMT Squared. And we just saw EMT Squared up above. I think they're doing the Kuma Kuma Bear one. I think it's Aristocrat's Otherworldly Adventure. Action fantasy. Shina Kazuhaya is killed protecting a young girl at a convenience store where he just happened to be at the wrong time. Pretty typical. That's how you get into isekai. You be somewhere at the wrong time, the wrong place. The next thing he knows, he's in the kind of world he has only dreamed about. A world of magic and swords. Fair. He's been reincarnated as Kind von Silford, the 3rd son of an aristocratic family, and he quickly grows interested in many things he sees. Then on his 5th birthday, he's baptized at a church according to tradition, and the gods grant him several divine blessings, along with stats that can only be described as unusual and extraordinary. In his reincarnated life, when it comes to things like battles, romance, and studying, apparently a little overkill is just right. When he puts in the usual effort to do things punctually and properly, it only gets him into trouble. Thus, Kind's chaotic life in another world begins. Okay. So a standard kind of formula. Gets killed. Gets reincarnated. Becomes OP. But yeah, I'll probably give it a go. It is an isekai after all, and I always give the isekais a try because, yes, I am in that isekai rabbit hole, and I will stay here. Moving on. Ao no Orchestra. Nippon Animation. The Blue Orchestra. Drama music. Hajime Iono was a prodigy violinist until he grew jaded with playing the violin due to personal reasons. Now in his 3rd year of middle school, he struggles to decide his academic path. One day in school, he meets Ritsuko Akane, a hot-headed novice violinist who wants to enroll in high school with a distinguished orchestra club. When he finds himself getting closer to Ritsuko and being brought back to the world of violinists, time starts moving again for him. This is the beginning of a youthful drama where sounds and hearts alike resound in harmony. I mean, it sounds cool. I'm not sure though if I'm gonna give it a go. Yeah, there's already a lot on my plate, and this feels like one I'd have on my back burner. So if I get time to check it out, I probably will. But I think other than that, probably won't. Moving on. Nihime 2 Kemono no O. JC Staff. Okay. Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beasts. You know, this image gives me deja vu to this season. Because we just had an anime with the whole girl and the beast thing, and that was the Tale of Outcast. That's what it was. So I wonder if it will be similar or have something a little different. Because it gives me the same exact vibes. Drama fantasy. Alright, the King of Beasts and Demons regularly receives female human sacrifices to eat in order to assert the dominance of his people over the human race. Oh, okay. That's a change already. However, for the 99th sacrifice the human girl brought to the capital, Sarifi, intrigues the Beast King. In fact, she isn't afraid of him or any other beast, and even accepts her death without begging or crying, as she has neither home nor family to return to if she were released. Okay, so yeah, similar so far. The king finds her intriguing and lets her stay at his side as his consort, despite being human. This is the story of how Sarifi will become the queen of the demons and beasts. Okay. So yes, it has a little bit of similarities to Tale of Outcasts. Obviously different premise altogether though. So definitely would interesting enough to check it out and see where this will go. And that last part of how she'll become queen of demons and beasts sounds kind of fascinating. Let's go on. We have a Maho Shoujo. We haven't had many magical girls as of lately, so that's cool. Biburi Animation Studios, Maho Shoujo Magical Destroyers. I've been watching a lot of these as of lately that have been coming out, like Maho Shoujo Saito. That's one I can think of. Some very interesting ones. So let's see what the synopsis for this one is. Set in a dystopian near future where otaku culture in Japan has been obliterated. No! By a mysterious organization known as SSC. Magical Girl Destroyers follows the misadventures of Otaku Hero, a young revolutionary who loves otaku culture and anarchy, Blue and Pink, a trio of magical girls who admire him. Together they struggle to create a world where you can say what you like about what you like as much as you like. Okay, that line is rough. I'd have to check out the trailer on this one, because this doesn't give me much other than it being a magical girl anime, obviously. Here we are. Well, as you know, the latest episode of with Ash has ended. So that means, technically, Ash will no longer be the main character of Pokemon. So thus we have this new series here, Pocket Monsters 2023, which is actually named Pokemon Horizons, actually. I've seen that lately. Adventure Fantasy from OLM Studios. Let me see if that's a change. Nope, OLM has been continuing to do the Pokemon series, so they're continuing on with it. A new dream and adventure set throughout the entire Pokemon world unfolds in a brand new Pokemon series following a girl named Rico and a boy named Roy. And the first hour is going to be an hour. The first episode will be an hour long. So that'll be good. That'll be good. Yes, this is going to expand over the entire Pokemon world just as Journeys did apparently. So I'm curious to see if they can, how they're going to do this considering Journeys, you know, just ended with the same similar kind of thing. So I don't know what the whole overarching thing's going to be, what the new MC's, you know, motivations and goals will be, what the new other, you know, the other one's goals will be. Because we got Rico and Roy, so we don't know what they're going to all want to accomplish and do. But I will watch it because I'm curious to see what happens with the new MC. Moving on. Hamanaki Sekai no Kami-sama Katsudo. Studio Palette. Kamikatsu working for God in a godless world is what the translation says. Action comedy. As heir to a cult leader, Yukito centers his life around the mysterious goddess Mitama. But everything changes after he's killed during a ritual gone wrong. To surprise, Yukito is reborn into a world with no concept of God. And in this world, life and death are decided by the imperial state. As Yukito fights to protect his new village, someone from his past life lends a helping hand. Huh. That doesn't tell me enough to entice me. Maybe the trailer will change my mind. For the moment, I'm not sure what to think about this. We'll find out. Let's go ahead and move on. Jijo wo shienai ten kosai ga guegue kuru. My clueless first friend, comedy slice of life. Nishimura Akane is a black sheep in her class, and not a day passes without her classmates picking on her. But Takada Taiyo is new and has no clue why they would treat her that way. Will this straightforward nature become a ray of sunshine in Nishimura's gloomy days? Let their wholesome story bring you back to the carefree times of your youth. So it's a wholesome slice of life comedy about a girl that's seemingly mistreated in her class. Not much to be said there, right? So if it's kind of one of those things that's going to be on my back burner, essentially. If I have the time, I'll check it out. If not, it'll be a skip. But it sounds pretty nice and on the surface, so give it a go. Give it a go, I guess, if possible. Edo My Elf, C2C Studios, which is Otaku Elf, comedy slice of life. Okay. Takamimi Shrine has an unusual resident. Elda, an ancient elf who's obsessed with video games. Okay, you already have me interested. An elf is obsessed with video games. The shrine's teenage attendant, Koito Koganai, keeps this reclusive otaku well supplied with energy drinks and junk food. Even though she loves 100%ing her video games, Elda has duties to attend to, and Koganai is bound and determined to make this otaku elf fulfill them. It'll just take an offering or two to bribe, convince Elda to put down her new game. I don't know. Like the synopsis sounds interesting, but I just don't know how the story's gonna go about. It is a comedy slice of life. I kind of want to give it a few episodes and see where it goes. It could be good, or it might be, who knows? So I think I'll do that and give it a few episodes to see where the ball lands here. Howai Sugi Crisis, Synergy SP, comedy sci-fi. Invading alien Lisa Luna wants nothing more than to destroy planet Earth after she gets in a little sightseeing first. But her travels soon take her into a cat cafe, where the furry felines instead invade her heart just as surely as Lisa invaded Earth. Destroying the world won't be easy now that she's discovered the joys of kitty cats. Comedy sci-fi. Okay. Again, it's another one where, you know, you don't know where the story will go until you have at least a basic idea, maybe through a trailer or through watching an episode or so to see where it goes. It might just be literally the straight comedy from what it seems like. So we'll have to check out the trailer to see if it gives us a little bit more of a better idea on that and go from there. Rokudo no Onna Tachi, action comedy. Rokudo's Bad Girls. I don't know, the image, I'm not sure how to think about it just from the image alone. So let's take a look at the synopsis. Rokudo is a loser, and everyone knows it. Damn, already straight out called. He's elected in school, receives malicious looks from passersby, and can only muster the courage to complain in secret with his equally unhappy friends. Seeking to change his life, he desperately uses an ancestral artifact transmitted in his family for generations. Scroll that is able to subdue all demons. However, in the modern age is a different effect. It causes all bad girls to fall in love with it. And then things go ballistic when he meets the delinquent beast on a girl's body, Himawari Rana, who hopelessly falls deep for him. Are we sure this isn't a harem? I don't know what to think, just from that alone. Maybe I need the trailer for this one too. I need a trailer for a lot of these, because the synopsis is not giving me much of an idea. It sounds interesting enough to give at least 3 episodes, see where it goes. 3 episode rule, but let's go on. Ah, yes, this is the Kizuna Ai anime, isn't it? Signal.md, Wit Studios. Wit Studio Wit's here, yes. Yeah, this is the one that was talked about before, the Kizuna Ai. This is a story about the bonds between girls. Kizuna Ai appeared like a comet in the virtual world, becoming massively popular in the blink of an eye. After winning the Lapin d'Or, the highest honor of the Virtual Grid Awards, 5 years in a row, she disappeared as quickly as she came. Several months have passed since then. Aiden Academy is a school that specializes in training new talent who will make their debut in the virtual world. There, students, each with their own hopes and dreams, work hard every day. I want to be a virtual artist just like I. A young girl named Miracle enrolls in Aiden Academy with their conviction in her heart. There, she'll meet all kinds of people and make wonderful new memories with them as they each pursue their dreams. So it's definitely not about Kizuna, right? Is it just like as a result of her actions, I guess? I'm hoping if that's the case, they're not gonna go like the full 3D model style and they're gonna go like a more standard animation style. Because I like the image of the art here for the characters. They looks really nice. So I'm hoping that it'll kind of stick to that. Maybe the trailer will give me a better idea of what to expect because I'm not entirely sure from the synopsis alone, even though it's a long synopsis. So we'll have to check that out and see what goes there. Idol Master Cinderella Girls U149. Oh my god, there hasn't been an Idol Master series in a little while. Of course, Side Games Pictures, because Side Games, yep. Comedy drama. I'm definitely gonna give this a go. I became a fan of the Idol Master franchise years ago, just from watching the anime and stuff, so it was cool. Especially Cinderella Girls, that was a interesting watch. So we'll see how this goes. The U149 in the title refers to the aspiring idols at the center of it all, who stand out under 149 centimeters tall. Oh, that's what that means. Together with the help of their similarly squat rookie producer, these idols aim to make it to the top. As the announcement card puts it, this is a story about the growth of little idols and their little producer. Announced during day 2 of their concert. Okay, cool. So I wonder if the other girls from Idolmaster Cinderella Girls will make an appearance in that case. They may, right? Because it's probably in the same light because they're both, Cinderella Girls, area. So they might make an appearance. So that'd be cool. So we have an idol anime for this season here as well. Outside of the one up above, because I know that's also like an idol anime. The Oshinoko one from earlier is also like an idol style. But speaking of idol style, there's still another World Dai Star. Because I know this one's also like one. Studio Lurch. The story is set in a world after Dai Star stage performers exploded in worldwide popularity in the 20th century. 16-year-old Kokona Hotori follows her dream of becoming a world Dai Star by auditioning for the serious theatrical troupe. Well, is this or is this a theatrical troupe? It looked like it was going to be an idols type thing, but maybe it's a little both. Who knows? I typically try to check out these idol anime because it's always a lot of fun time listening to some of the new cool music, so definitely will give it a shot. And maybe the trailer has some really cool ideas and concepts to it. I don't know. But this synopsis obviously doesn't tell much. Alright, and I think we have one more to check out right now. Alan Gear Aegis Expansion Nomad Studios Mecha Sci-Fi. The art style looks pretty adorable and cutesy, kind of that kind of style. Centuries ago, mankind abandoned planet Earth after the Vice. A race of mechanical aliens drove them from their home into a lift adrift in space. Now resigned to starships forged of pieces of Earth's shattered moon, the final hope for humanity lies in the hands of actresses. Young woman born with the ability to wield only weapons that can harm the Vlice. Alice Gears. Mechanical suits that can finally turn the tide against alien incursion. Oh, so this is a mech. Oh, yeah, it has a mecha tag. Okay, so it's a mecha battle type thing. Normally I don't go for it, but this seems interesting enough to try. And it's not that I'm against, mecha anime. It's just, generally I don't go for it, but there's some I've been wanting to try. Yeah, there's been other mecha anime I've been wanting to try, and I'll probably get to eventually. But yeah, I'll give this one a definite go, see where it goes, and move from there. Alright, and I think that essentially wraps up pretty much the anime that I have found interested and will probably go with. Obviously, I skipped some of them that are sequels that I haven't seen the initial for, or ones that, I definitely probably won't be interested in. Definitely gonna watch things like, the new Demon Slayer, Dr. Stone, Tonikaku, the Konosuba spinoff with Megumin, Oshinoko is interesting. Masho looks fun. Some of them that have sequels, like the Smartphone, I'll check out. A lot of the Isekai ones. Eden Zero, just as a wrap up. Stuff like that. There's a lot to look into. Obviously, won't be able to get to all of them. Yeah, a lot to get into, a lot to watch, but, can't watch them all. So we'll see how that goes. I thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.